We're making slime stress balls out of cornstarch and water, and we're putting them into these balloons. We made the whole thing out of paper, and when it's over here, it's high potential energy, but then when it starts moving, it turns into kinetic energy. So there's two different routes. There's route 3 and there's route 4. So if you take route 3, it will go down and either into the funnel or jackpot. And the jackpots are pretty rare, so we had to make a little adjustment. So if you push this, it will make the jackpot. And for also route number 4, there's two different ways. It doesn't really go this way, so we push there down. And it'll go that route.
What is that? I don't know.
Our project is based on with the solar system. We have a quiz with the stars where you try to identify the constellations. We were inspired to do this project because we actually came in first place in Science Olympiad, where we did Reach for the Stars as a project. And it was a really fun and eye-opening experience because before that I hadn't really been into the stars, but through learning about them, I realized that it's like another world. It's an amazing part of, it's an amazing part of our solar system, and it's beautiful and wondrous to learn about them and how many different interpretations there are to them. And for our project, we made 2 quizzes and we painted some planets by hand, which was harder. It took a long time getting them to dry. It's hard to paint circular objects is one of the things that I learned from this. And it was just a really amazing experience to do.
My project is upcycling skis. Upcycling is turning something old into something new and better. For example, I took old skis that no one was using, I cut them and turned them into a chair. If these skis weren't being used in this chair, they would probably be in a landfill.
So this is a hydraulic claw. So each thing controls a different part of the machine. Each color here has the matching here, and each one puts a different amount of pressure. When you put pressure on these, it controls these 3, and each one will do certain things. Like the red one here, when you push this, it will raise the dog or the claw, and the blue will extend it. So will you push? Here, hold it. So when you pull it, it extends. And then this one, when we pull this, it will grab the dog or grab whatever it's trying to reach, and if you push, it will release it.
So, the Ozobot has a scanning at here, and it goes over these. So the sensor understands the colors, and see this just means follow it because it's a straight line, and the black means that it's just the black is just a playground, so it's just moving on the black. Hi, so I'm teaching about the science behind the fidget spinner. These are called the fidget spinners. On the end of these, on the 3 sides, usually the 3 sides, sometimes there are 2, these are called ball bearings. And in the middle there's this cap, but sometimes if you take off the cap, there's these gears. And with the gears, it's hard to do it because but with the cap, there's less friction, so it's easier to spin the spinner. slime, and we have all different types of slime. We have glitter slime, we have normal slime, we have jiggly slime, and fluffy slime, and we also have clear slime. And we don't use borax, we're borax free, all natural ingredients.
And our website is www.slimeallthetime.weekly.org. And all of our ingredients are 100% natural, and our slime is safe for every child. And we have glitter slimes, jiggly slimes, anything you can think of. We have foam. We basically have everything.
What did I walk? Building? It's building? Ah!
These are the different forms of matter: solid, liquid, and gas. And these are all the how the processes of solid becoming liquid, or solid becoming gas, gas becoming liquid. And the reason why we have this model set up is because this is one of the special occurrences where a solid can become directly a gas. So like when I put some of the dry ice in here, it goes directly to a gas without having to become solid first. And that's why it's all bubbling up. These models show that these water molecules are farther apart, which means that they become a gas. But when they lose energy and they come closer together, they become a solid or a liquid. Like this is the liquid. That's when it's like a water. And this is a glucose molecule that shows the different structures of molecules and how they're the different shapes.
I'm Casey, and this. So over here, there's a brown nail, which is called copper, and the silver nail, which is zinc. And it's inside the potato and you connect it with alligator clips, wires, so that it can power a light. You could do this with a lot of things. You could do it with small potatoes. Small potatoes are not these. And then you could do it with peeps, marshmallow peeps. And you could do it with turnips, aka purple bottomed potatoes.
So if you go back behind the science of it, each potato has about 0.9 volts in it, which is a source of electricity that can power the LED lights.
The raw potatoes are still very edible, and they are also very delicious. So I urge you to try a raw potato at your house. They're delicious.
No, they're not. Okay.
Yes.